people thought a big man MVP was not likely if you asked the question 7 years ago. What if we go to the running back position? Because Saquon Barkley had probably one of the greatest running back seasons we've had this turn of the millennium. If he does it again with the Philadelphia Eagles and the Eagles once again win 14 games, and then he does break the rushing yard record because he does play in Week 18 because maybe the division's a little bit better in the NFC East this year, and you want to protect your quarterback, Jalen Hurts, maybe you're not turning and giving him the football at the goal line, making him very vulnerable in those positions many times. Maybe the Saquon Barkley rushing touchdown number's a little bit higher. I think at 50-1 odds, Saquon Barkley deserves a little bit more respect when it comes to the MVP race because we kind of discount the award for MVP as the quarterback award, but that is not in the description. Eventually, something's got to give, and Saquon Barkley, like he's had in his entire life, can be the exception to the quarterback award MVP. Bet on Saquon to win the MVP in 2025.
Is that a Penn State take?
Not a Penn State take. That's a man who's watched Saquon Barkley since he played high school ball through college and watched him have many of his years taken away from him by playing as a New York Giant, thinking that he was going to pop off with the Eagles, being vindicated when he did, and now to the victor goes the spoils. It's time for some individual hardware, not in the fashion of a Madden 25 cover.
It was Madden 26.
I always forget that.
I think the Madden cover, so it's okay. I think the Madden cover itself is what gives me a little bit more caution. The amount of touches he had last year as well gives me a little bit more caution. If I want to put my hard-earned bucks on a running back, I might actually turn to Derrick Henry. I don't know what those odds are, and you're smirking.
I am going to smirk.
Two things I do know here. Number one, Saquon Barkley absolutely cares nothing about getting his numbers, absolutely cares nothing about breaking rushing yard thresholds. He's all about winning. He's all about sacrificing for team first, and I do think that might hurt him when it comes to different games in which he's able to sit out early. If he has an opportunity to sit out, he will. Derrick Henry, you're a Ravens fan. Derrick Henry they could be up 40 points, and Derrick Henry would be in there in the fourth quarter, toting that ball and trying to break another one for 80 yards and a touchdown. He does it left and right.
Yeah, but these guys are not being voted on an Excel spreadsheet with looking at their stats. Like, the context is so key that any success Derrick Henry has in a Ravens uniform will be taken with a grain of salt because of who is handing him the football, not just as a dominant passer, but as the greatest runner of the football at the quarterback position in Lamar Jackson we've ever seen. And the odds agree with me in this case because Derrick Henry's got the same odds as Anthony Richardson and has got worse odds than Sam Darnold to win the MVP this year.
I don't think any of the running backs are winning it. I would go with the longer odds in Derrick Henry because I think he could produce similar, if not better, than Saquon Barkley numbers this year. And I think the Ravens would lean and hand in the ball play after play after play. The other thing I'll say is, how is it that Lamar Jackson last year, the only defense for Josh Allen fans who wanted him to win MVP was discrediting Lamar Jackson's season because of Derrick Henry. And now those same people are trying to tell me they wouldn't vote Derrick Henry MVP because of how valuable Lamar Jackson is. And I would beg to ask the question, maybe, just maybe, if that is the way that you feel, then we shouldn't have been having all of this discourse about whether or not Lamar was the MVP last year because he outplayed Josh Allen when they went head-to-head. He also had better numbers than Josh Allen, both as a passer and as a rusher. And beyond that, Josh Allen, I don't know if you noticed, but, there's a running back that's holding out from Bills camp right now named James Cook. He had like 18 touchdowns for the Buffalo Bills. That didn't discredit Josh Allen at all in his MVP race. For some reason, Derrick Henry, I guess, created what Lamar Jackson is today. Y'all give us y'all's dark horse MVP candidate. Good people, tap in with us on the Baptist Health Hotline. You know the number, but I'll give it to you anyways. 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline. Join the show, theoretically speaking. Good people, I need your expertise to give me your dark horse NFL MVP candidates. I went Caleb Williams. He says it's not a homer Penn State pick, but C-Cat is going Saquon Barkley. Who do you think with the longest odds, right? We're talking not top 10 shortest odds, anybody outside of that list. Who do you think has a shot to win the MVP this year? 888-760-3776. What are you saying there?
Sorry. I told you double the odds. Yes, Derrick Henry is 100 to 1 to win the MVP. Saquon is 50 to 1.
Okay.
So maybe in that aspect, that's a little bit disrespectful in terms of twice as likely to win the MVP.
Yeah.
But a losing ticket is a losing ticket, and I think that Saquon actually has a possibility of being a cashed green slip.
Okay.